Back in 1995, the New Jersey Devils swept the Detroit Red Wings in the Stanley Cup Finals and won the Stanley Cup for the first time in their history. Amidst rumors the team was relocating to Nashville, the Devils were a team that stuck to old-fashioned hockey values and found success by committing to a system of smothering trap defense, with the Devils' 12 forwards averaging a half-inch taller and 9 pounds heavier than the Wings. Coach Jacques Lemaire's team demanded respect from their opponents. The Devils suffered playoff heartbreak the year before, when they lost in double overtime to the New York Rangers in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. In the '95 Cup Finals versus the Wings, 17 players contributed points for the Devils, with 11 different players accounting for the 16 total goals the Devils scored in the series. The finals opened at the Joe Louis Arena in Hockeytown. The Wings were the NHL's best regular season team, and were 8-0 at home in the playoffs, outscoring opponents 30-11 in their 8 home games. Despite the Wings' dominance on home ice, the underdog Devils struck first with a power play goal from Stéphane Richer. The Wings tied things up with a power play goal of their own from Dino Ciccarelli, but the Devils regained the lead with a goal from Claude Lemieux. The Devils went on to close out the game and take a 1-0 series lead. In Game 2, Slava Kozlov opened the scoring for the Wings in the second period with a power play goal. The Devils answered back quickly on a goal from John McLean. Then, at the start of the third period, Sergei Fedorov regained the lead for the Wings. The Devils tied the game on a beautiful end-to-end goal from Scott Niedermayer, and Jim Dowd's backhand goal gave the Devils a 3-2 lead. Richer added an empty netter and the Devils went up 2-0 in the series. Game 3 shifted the series back to the Meadowlands in New Jersey, where Devils fans rained down boos on the visiting Red Wings. The Devils dominated from start to finish, erupting for 5 unanswered goals from Driver, Lemieux, Broughton, McKay and Holik. The Red Wings added a couple garbage time goals from Fedorov and Yzerman, but the Devils had this one locked up from start to finish. With the 5-2 victory, the Devils found themselves just one win away from hoisting the Stanley Cup. Wings coach Scotty Bowman was disgusted with his team's performance in Game 3. After the game, he said his players should skip the shower since they didn't break a sweat. Hockey's winningest coach called the game embarrassing, humiliating, and unacceptable. In Game 4, the Devils jumped out to an early lead on a goal by Neil Broughton, but Fedorov tied things up for the Wings just 55 seconds later. Paul Coffey scored a shorthanded goal to give Detroit a 2-1 lead, but the Devils responded with a goal by Sean Chambers, who beat Mike Vernon on the glove side. The Devils regained the lead on Broughton's second of the game, and increased their lead on goals from Breland and Chambers. The Devils won the series 4-0, claiming their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. Claude Lemieux was named playoff MVP, leading all skaters in playoff goals with 13. The Devils flat out played and outcoached their opponents on their way to sweeping the series. Led by the play of their goalie Marty Brodeur, the Devils held the Wings to a mere 7 goals, and kept Wings captain Steve Yzerman off the score sheet in 3 of 4 games. The Devils' celebration of their championship was an unforgettable moment for the team and their fans. Players took turns parading around with the Stanley Cup, showing their love and appreciation for hockey's holy grail. The celebration was in stark contrast to the state of the franchise, as owner John McMullen had threatened to move the team to Nashville. But on the evening of June 24, 1995, the Devils and their fans were content to celebrate the victory and ignore the uncertain future of the franchise. As hockey fans know, the Devils didn't move to Nashville, and went on to ride their defensive formula to 2 more Stanley Cups in 2000 and 2003, for a franchise that had already moved from Kansas City to Colorado to New Jersey. The Devils' 1995 Stanley Cup championship helped cement the team as a cornerstone of the New Jersey sports landscape. Whether you love or hate their implementation of the neutral zone trap, it's clear that the 94-95 Devils were one of the most dominant teams of the era. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.